We're like a slinky, slowly meandering down the stairs of rock.
First time we came to Austin for South by Southwest was way back in the day before we had a record deal, and there's nothing going on in the UK at all for us, and pretty much everyone had passed on us really, hadn't they, like in the industry. But I remember like the standard from being in Camden and sort of, you know, playing the circuit in Camden, which is, I suppose, is kind of a similar thing to Austin.
Yeah.
I remember just realising how much higher the bar is set over here, and I think we adjusted our sort of our standards and our sort of rehearsal schedule to suit actually. So I think Austin's actually
made this band.
Yeah.
Sleeping in an empty bed, I can't get you off my head, and I won't have a laugh until you're dead. Yeah, you heard what I said. I wanna shake you up, but it just won't go up. And you're all over me, but I don't want anyone to know that you're attached to me.
In some cities you can tell more than others that if the crowd's more of a watching crowd and sort of crowd that will analyse you. I think we felt we had that a bit in Nashville, wasn't it? Was that one?
Yeah, well, Nashville is very much a music town as well, isn't it? But I don't get that from Austin now. I feel like Austin is like it's more of it celebrates music more rather than judge it. You know what I mean? I think that's why the scene flourishes. Whereas like the ones that I think are uber snobby are London. Los Angeles is hard. New York can be really hard because, and I feel like that's because a lot of the time people are sort of looking at each other to see what the reaction, how they're supposed to react to it. But you know, in a town like this, when people are used to seeing great music all the time, they know exactly what they're supposed to do. And well, the bottom line is they know how to have a good time. The thing is, we've been trying to record an album in between doing touring stuff, so it feels like one long tour with just sort of breaks for recording in between. I suppose the only problem with the only grueling part of touring it would be the time changes that you have to sort of adjust to. Always find it difficult going to Australia, but then when we left Australia and came to LA, you know, according to the world of time, we left at the same time that we arrived, but during that period, during that sort of what would be like 5 or 6 minutes, we actually had 17 hours of our life sat on a plane or waiting in a departure lounge or whatever. And I think if you kept going around the world in that direction, you'd never get any older, but you'd just look a lot older, you know.
I think the adrenaline kicks in and everything's okay normally. I mean, you do find yourself going on stage at the equivalent of about 4 a.m. sometimes when you're doing those kind of journeys, and we're like a coiled spring, so it doesn't really matter what time we go on.
Touching you, touching me, touching you.
When we first started making videos, the first video we made, we didn't do it with Alex Smith, we did it with another guy that was sort of recommended to us, and there were budget constraints and all that kind of stuff, and we kind of hadn't ever done anything like that before, and we just went along with what was going on, and we're quite unhappy with the results. So then we met Alex Smith, and we shot a video in his house, just so he could show us how he went about doing things.
With no budget at all.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't cost us anything. We literally were shooting stuff in the local supermarket, in his house, in his bath, you know, just wearing whatever clothes we could find, and just loved the whole process, and the way he edited it was really magical, you know. What he does after the actual shoot is a massive part of what you end up seeing, kind of thing. And so when we came round to doing like Growing on Me, it was a chance for us to sit down with what we knew was a like-minded director who would accommodate all of our ideas and have a load of his own that are very similar to ours. And then when we had a bit of money to spend, we did the I Believe in a Thing Called Love video, which is quite famous now. But all that is a reinterpretation of what we did in his house, you know, just with more money spent on it and more sort of seafood.
Spaceships and sci-fi elements.
Yeah. At the end of August?
Yeah.
At the end of August we go on tour with Lady Gaga around Europe, which will be kind of quite a lot of football stadiums full of people who are open-minded.
Next album is out in August.
It's called Hotcakes.
Anybody strong and prepared to hurt themselves in the name of catching me when I jump off that balcony, please make your way over there immediately.
We love you, Austin. Hi, we're the Darkness, and you're watching
P.
B.
Oh, B.
Oh. What do you want? What am I gonna do?
Hi, we're the Darkness, and you're watching
P.
Hi, we're the Darkness, and you're watching.
P.
I thought you were going to do B.
You're- It's obvious in a line.
Because last time you said B. Hi, we're the Darkness, and you're watching
P.
B.
S.